Earlier today, news spread rapidly through an entire community about a deeply shocking and unexpected incident. A 73-year-old woman, known by everyone as vibrant, active, and full of life, with no major health concerns or red flags, suddenly collapsed on a floor just moments after getting out of bed. It was sudden, with no warning signs, no symptoms in the days before, and no indication whatsoever that something was wrong. What began as what should have been another ordinary morning instantly turned into a frightening moment and a powerful wake-up call. One that might be relevant to your life, too, especially if you're over the age of 60. The truly alarming part of the situation isn't just what happened to her. It's the fact that this type of event is far from rare. Every single day, millions of older adults across the world wake up and unconsciously repeat certain small morning habits that, while they seem innocent and routine, are actually harmful over time. These little actions, so subtle that we barely think about them, gradually wear down our physical strength, disrupt blood circulation, speed up aging, and silently increase the risk of falling, injury, heart issues, and other complications. That first 5 to 10 minutes after waking up can make a significant difference in your day. In fact, how you wake up can shape how strong, alert, and safe you feel for the rest of the day. These first few minutes determine whether you begin your morning full of energy and clarity, or whether you unknowingly place yourself in danger. Today, we're focusing on just one of the most common and overlooked mistakes made during those first few minutes: getting up too quickly. It might not seem like a big deal. After all, we've been doing it all our lives, right? But for older adults, this automatic action can turn into a hidden threat. Let's imagine this scenario. You wake up, your eyes open, and without much thought, your body rises from the bed. You swing your legs to the floor, stand up, and begin your day. Millions of people perform this exact routine every morning, never once pausing to think of the risks. But this single moment of haste can set off a dangerous chain reaction, one that leads to dizziness, fainting, serious falls, and even hospitalizations, especially in older adults. As we age, our circulatory system becomes slower to respond. Our muscles are not as firm, our blood vessels not as elastic, and our reflexes not as sharp. During the night, while the body is resting, blood flow slows down, blood pressure drops, and muscles fully relax. When you suddenly transition from lying flat to standing upright, your body doesn't have enough time to adjust. The abrupt shift triggers a sharp drop in blood pressure, a condition called orthostatic hypotension. When this happens, blood doesn't reach the brain fast enough, causing a wave of symptoms like dizziness, blurry vision, weakness in legs, and sometimes even complete loss of consciousness. For many seniors, these symptoms strike just seconds after standing up. It doesn't matter whether you're healthy, take no medication, or feel normal. It can still happen silently and without prior warning. One misstep, one moment of disorientation, and a fall could lead to broken bones, head injuries, long hospital stays, and loss of independence. The most dangerous part is how subtle it all is. Morning weakness doesn't always arrive with a dramatic collapse. Sometimes it's just a flicker in your vision, a shortness of breath, a lightheaded feeling, or a minor stumble. Many people ignore these small signs, brushing them off as nothing serious, until the real damage occurs. According to studies, falls in the morning are one of the top causes of serious injuries in older adults. Fractured hips, broken wrists, and even traumatic brain injuries have often started with a rushed rise out of bed. But here's the good news. These falls, these scary episodes, and this kind of damage can be avoided. In fact, all it takes is a simple shift in how you start your day. You don't need to change your lifestyle or follow a strict routine. Just a few mindful actions can protect your body, preserve your energy, and keep you stable. In many ancient traditions, especially among Buddhist monks, waking up is treated as a sacred act, a ritual of respect for the body and its rhythms. They believe that how you awaken your body shapes the quality of your entire day and, over time, your entire life. That's why they rise slowly in stages, allowing blood to flow naturally, giving the heart time to adjust, and gently welcoming the mind into the day. These monks live long, stable, focused lives, and science has now proven that their practices actually work. So, what exactly should you do when you open your eyes in the morning? First, don't rush. Before doing anything else, take 2 or 3 deep, calming breaths. Let your body feel the breath filling your lungs. Then begin by moving your fingers and toes, gently waking up the nervous system. Rotate your ankles and wrists slowly to start stimulating circulation. After that, carefully roll onto your side. This change in position helps your blood pressure adjust gradually. Then sit on the edge of your bed. Let your feet rest firmly on the floor and stay in this seated position for about 20 to 30 seconds. During this time, you can continue rotating your feet, gently moving your shoulders, and taking relaxed breaths. This short pause allows your body to stabilize, your blood pressure to normalize, and your balance to return. Only after you feel steady and confident should you stand up, and even then, do it slowly and consciously. This whole process takes less than 2 minutes, but it can prevent injuries, accidents, and even heart-related complications. It gives your body what it needs most, a chance to reorient itself from sleep to movement without being jolted. Think of it as giving your body the respect it deserves after hours of rest. You wouldn't jump into a car and floor the gas pedal after sitting idle all night. You ease into it. The same principle applies to your body. By including this simple morning ritual in your life, you can avoid months of pain, hospital visits, and slow recovery. You can protect your strength, maintain your independence, and feel more balanced and clear-headed throughout the day. It's a small habit, but it carries powerful, life-changing benefits. So before you jump out of bed tomorrow morning, pause. Breathe. Move gently. Let your body catch up to your mind. These quiet 2 minutes may be the most important part of your day, and possibly your life. Not hydrating immediately. Chance mistake number 2, not hydrating immediately after waking. During the night, while you're sleeping, your body doesn't simply shut down. It keeps working tirelessly behind the scenes. Your heart keeps beating. Your lungs continue breathing, and your cells stay active, repairing, rebuilding, and regenerating. All of this internal activity uses up water, even though you're not consciously aware of it. So, when morning arrives, your eyes open, your body is already in a state of mild dehydration. The problem is, many seniors overlook this fact. They get up and move on with their routines without hydrating, unknowingly triggering a silent cascade of health problems. This seemingly minor oversight can result in thicker blood, slowed circulation, unstable blood pressure, and over time, a heightened risk of heart attacks, strokes, and unexpected falls. What makes this more dangerous is that, as we age, the body's natural thirst signal starts to fade. You could be significantly dehydrated and not even feel thirsty. That's a serious concern, especially in older adults who might already be dealing with circulatory or cardiac vulnerabilities. Many people begin their day with coffee, medications, or simply skip fluids altogether. This practice puts even more strain on the circulatory system. When the body is dehydrated, blood thickens. Thicker blood means a heart has to pump harder, and that added strain isn't something aging systems handle well. Over time, this cycle becomes a hidden burden that quietly steals your energy and vitality. Take the story of Mrs. Mary, a 76-year-old woman who thought she was perfectly healthy. She walked regularly, kept her house in order, and lived what she believed was an active life. But over time, she noticed she was getting frequent headaches, feeling tired in the mornings, and experiencing brief dizzy spells. She brushed it off, thinking it was just part of aging. That changed one morning when she fainted in her kitchen shortly after getting out of bed. In the hospital, her diagnosis surprised her. It was mild dehydration paired with hypertension. The solution wasn't complex or costly. She began keeping a glass of water on her bedside table and made it a habit to drink it as soon as she woke up. Within a few weeks, the dizziness, fatigue, and headaches had nearly vanished. Among Buddhist monks, there's an ancient teaching that says, before the body acts, it must be honored with what sustains it. For them, water is the first nourishment of the day, a vital force that clears the body and prepares it for mindful action. That wisdom, passed down for generations, now finds support in modern medical science. Hydrating immediately after waking helps thin the blood, improves circulation, supports stable blood pressure, and even enhances mental clarity. So what should you do before checking the news, sipping coffee, or scrolling through your phone? Drink water. Keep a glass nearby, right within reach, so it becomes second nature. If drinking a full glass feels like too much, start with just a few sips and gradually build a habit. You might even add a little lemon to stimulate your digestive system gently. And remember, thirst is not a reliable early warning. It's a delayed cry for help. Real protection happens before the warning signs appear. This one small act of drinking water could quietly become your most powerful daily defense, guarding your health and vitality for years to come. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach. Mistake number 3. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach. For many people, the day doesn't feel like it has truly started until they've had that first sip of coffee. The aroma, the warmth in your hands, the familiar taste. It's almost a sacred part of the morning ritual. But hidden in this beloved habit is a quiet danger. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach, especially as you age, is one of those daily routines that may slowly damage your health without you even noticing it. The worst part? The consequences don't show up overnight. They build silently, layer by layer, until one day they cause significant health issues. When you wake up, your body has gone hours without food. Your blood sugar is low, your energy reserves are minimal, and your stomach is in its most sensitive state. Pouring strong coffee into this environment triggers a surge in gastric acid production. But because there's no food in the stomach to absorb or buffer this acid, it starts attacking the stomach lining directly. This irritates the digestive tract, setting the stage for gastritis, acid reflux, burning sensations, and, over time, ulcers. For seniors, many of whom already deal with digestive problems, this one simple morning habit can evolve into a serious long-term issue. Take Mr. John, a 75-year-old man who followed the same routine for more than 40 years. Each morning, he'd wake up, brew a strong cup of coffee, and drink it before anything else. He believed it gave him energy and focus. But over time, he began experiencing frequent stomach pains, burning sensations in his chest, and discomfort that lingered throughout the day. Eventually, his symptoms grew into severe acid reflux. It wasn't until a nutritionist explained the harm this habit was causing that he made a simple change, eating a small snack before his coffee. He began his mornings with a banana, a few nuts, or a slice of whole grain bread. In just a few weeks, the discomfort he had lived with for years began to disappear. There's a fundamental principle observed by Buddhist monks. Before stimulating the body, strengthen it. Even in their intense spiritual routines, monks consume small meals before beginning meditation or rituals that demand focus and energy. They understand that the body's internal harmony is delicate and must be supported, not shocked. This ancient understanding mirrors what science tells us today. Supporting your stomach with even a small bit of food before caffeine can protect not just your digestion, but also your mood, your heart, and your overall balance. So, what should you do before your morning coffee? Don't skip straight to stimulation. Eat something light. A banana, a handful of almonds, a slice of whole grain toast, or even a small bowl of plain yogurt. It doesn't need to be a full breakfast. Just enough to protect your stomach and ease caffeine absorption. This one simple adjustment can make a big difference. You might notice improved digestion, more balanced energy, and even better sleep quality in the long run. Remember, strengthening your body before making demands on it is not just good advice, it's time-tested wisdom. Small daily choices like this quietly build a foundation for a stronger, more resilient you. Ignoring morning stiffness. Centuries-old mistake number 4. Ignoring morning stiffness. Many people, especially seniors, wake up feeling a bit stiff in their legs, shoulders, or back and simply brush it off. They stretch a little, take a few steps, and continue with their day as if everything is fine. But the truth is that common morning stiffness, especially after the age of 60, is not something you should ignore. It's not just a passing discomfort. It's a silent signal, a warning from your body that it needs more time, more care, especially in those delicate first minutes after waking up. Ignoring this warning is risky. It silently raises the chances of muscle strains, joint injuries, and even falls. And for older adults, one fall can change everything, causing pain, fear, and lasting consequences. So why does this stiffness happen in the first place? During the night, your body stays almost motionless for hours. Muscles are relaxed. circulation slows, and the synovial fluid, the natural lubricant in your joints, settles. This makes movements feel stiff and heavy in the morning. Now imagine trying to move too quickly when you wake up. Your joints are still waking up. The fluid hasn't moved around, and muscles aren't ready to work yet. When you rush out of bed, your body isn't prepared. That quick movement forces sleepy muscles and joints into action before they're ready. It's like trying to start a car that hasn't warmed up. It puts unnecessary strain on the system. Over time, these forced movements lead to small tears, sprains, and imbalances in your body that you may not feel right away. But they accumulate, and they make you more likely to fall, pull a muscle, or injure yourself without warning. Let's take the example of Mrs. Margaret, a 79-year-old woman who had always been active and independent. She loved early mornings, tending to household chores, and staying busy. But as time passed, she began to feel a heaviness in her legs each morning. Still, she insisted on getting up fast, ignoring her body's messages. One morning, while heading to the bathroom, her knees locked up without warning. She lost her balance, stumbled, and fell sideways, hitting her hip on the bed frame. Thankfully, she didn't fracture a bone, but the fall shook her confidence. For weeks, she was afraid to get up alone. Tasks she once handled with ease now required assistance. All because she didn't give her body a few extra moments to fully awaken. In Buddhist monk philosophy, there's a concept known as conscious awakening. It teaches that the body and mind exist in a delicate transitional state between rest and action during those first moments after waking. Moving too fast is seen as disrespecting your physical self. That's why monks dedicate several minutes every morning to light stretches, gentle breathing, and slow movement before beginning any real activity. This practice isn't just spiritual. It has physical and emotional benefits too. It prepares the body gently, preserves energy, and maintains emotional balance. So, what can you do when you wake up to avoid this common mistake? Start small. While you're still lying in bed, move your fingers and toes. Rotate your ankles. Stretch your arms over your head and breathe deeply. These movements help wake up your nervous system and boost circulation. When you're ready, sit on the edge of the bed. Stretch your back gently. Rotate your neck slowly from side to side. These little gestures tell your body, I'm awake now, and they prepare your muscles and joints for the movements ahead. This simple 2 or 3 minute routine could save you from months of pain, falls, or dependency. It's not about exercise. It's about respecting your body's rhythm and asking yourself to slow down just a little in exchange for long-term stability, balance, and independence. Poor morning posture. Mistake number 5, poor morning posture. This might be the most dangerous morning mistake of all. Not because it hurts in the moment, but because it works silently and slowly. It chips away at your strength, balance, breathing, digestion, and even your mood without you even noticing. And the scary part? Many seniors make this mistake every single morning. So what exactly is poor morning posture? It's what happens when you get out of bed hunched over, shoulders slumped forward, head hanging down, and chest collapsed. You may not even realize you're doing it. But over time, this habit weakens your body and causes serious long-term issues. For starters, a hunched posture compresses your chest, which restricts your breathing. Less oxygen enters your bloodstream, which means less energy, more fatigue, and even mental fog. You may find yourself feeling tired or lightheaded even before breakfast, just because your posture limited your breathing from the moment you stood up. But it doesn't stop there. Poor posture also compresses your abdominal organs, slowing digestion. This can lead to uncomfortable bloating, gas, and constipation, issues that only get worse with age. And perhaps even more alarming, science has shown that your posture affects your emotions and memory. The more your body slumps, the more likely you are to feel discouraged, sad, or insecure. You may even begin to lose confidence without knowing why. All of this begins silently, with the way you rise from bed each day. Let me tell you about Mrs. Helen. At 81, she was bright, active, and loved her family. She enjoyed going on walks, reading books, and chatting for hours. But over the years, her posture began to change. Without realizing it, she started rising from bed with her body curved and hunched. Her gaze went downward, her shoulders sagged, and her breathing became shallow. At first, it didn't seem like a big deal. Then came a few moments of dizziness, then a small trip in the hallway, and finally, a serious fall that left her unable to walk properly for months. And it all started with the way her body bent in those first few steps out of bed. What you do in the first 5 minutes after waking up can shape the rest of your day, and eventually, the rest of your life. It's not about being perfect. It's about awareness, about rising with purpose, about lifting your chest, rolling your shoulders back, breathing deeply, and standing tall. That one change, correcting your posture, can restore energy, improve balance, protect your joints, and boost your confidence. These small, mindful habits have the power to change everything. Don't wait for a fall or an injury to remind you. Listen to your body today. It's always speaking. The question is, are you listening? Each morning, the way you get out of bed may seem small, but it plays a powerful role in your overall health. As we age, the body slowly begins to lose balance, coordination, and strength. What looks like a simple change in posture or slower movement can be a warning sign. It's not just about how we move. It's about what those movements say about our body's condition. In Buddhist philosophy, posture is more than physical form. It's seen as an expression of your vital energy and respect for life. Rising with a straight spine, relaxed shoulders, and a lifted gaze isn't about appearance. It's a sign of care. It helps preserve muscle tone, bone structure, lung capacity, and mental clarity. Before standing up, take a pause while sitting at the edge of your bed. Elongate your spine. Breathe deeply. Gently pull your shoulders back and keep your chin level with the floor. When placing your feet on the ground, remain upright and keep your gaze forward. Make those first steps slow and mindful. Your body works in harmony when given attention. These early actions strengthen not only your physical health, but also your sense of calm and control. Hidden consequences. Maybe you're thinking, I've always done things this way and nothing bad has happened. That's a common thought. The truth is, harmful habits often don't show effects right away. They slowly wear down your strength, balance, and ability to react. Just like a bridge that looks fine on the surface while cracks form underneath, your body can silently weaken without you noticing. The first sign might be sudden, a fall, dizziness, or a heart scare. But in reality, it builds over years of ignoring small signals. In Eastern traditions, there's a saying, what you do today silently builds or destroys your tomorrow. Every morning choice, how you rise, breathe, move, and hydrate, plant a seed. Over time, those seeds grow into strength or weakness. The good news? It's not too late. Even at 60, 70, or 80, your body can adapt. Small changes now. Sitting up mindfully, drinking water early, eating before coffee, walking with presence can shift your long-term health. These changes may seem small today, but over time, they create a completely different future. If you reach this point, you're already making a powerful choice, awareness. While many people move through life on autopilot, you're choosing to notice, reflect, and act. That's where transformation begins. So take a moment each day to move with care. Don't wait for decline to appreciate what your body does for you. Start now with small daily acts of respect. These moments will protect your strength, balance, and independence. Please like this video, subscribe, and activate the bell. And in the comments, write, I choose to take care of my health every day, starting with the small things, because that simple sentence is your promise to your future self.